2 weeks later, I had found out that they had not only bought one fake item, they had bought like fucking 2 or 3 fake items. So like I really got fucking pissed off, you know.
Oh man, it's crazy being so rich, man. Damn. In 09, we was still on a bus, nigga. Before knock was deluxe, when I didn't have a brush, when it still was a host trying to fuck with me.
I guess we're just gonna talk about how you like started off.
How I started? I think I want to talk about that, bro.
You have to, bro.
No, I'm
not talking about how you like started off. Like, how did you start your business? For more of like how the fuck did you put up all the bullshit you had to go?
So like, I guess the bad side of the story, or like the bad stuff in this shit, you know, would probably have to be like you know, you start a business. You want to bring in people that you think you can work with, and basically be allowed to be able to say what to do, what you think is correct for the business. But since I'm in those shoes and I oversee everything, it's hard for someone else who just works at the store to understand what's really going down. I think even since day one, I started this store up, you know. And I asked one of my homies to be fucking like half with me, you know, and we were working together, and like, you know, like for me it was like, since I wasn't working at the store, I wanted like the most out of everybody who was working for me, you know, because I felt like I knew what it took to get the shop cracking, you know, and I think like, since we're not LA, it's like, you can't run the store it's a different formula, so you can't run the store the same, you know. He's just like so good at what he does, like he didn't even trip, you know. He like went on, did his thing, you know, and like he's still fucking doing amazing, probably better than ever, you know. And so like that was like the first example of like a relationship that almost didn't work out for my vision of the story, you know. Like, so like I guess that was like the first friendship interaction I had, you know.
I feel like what you're saying right there, like it all makes sense, but I don't think people understand how stressful that can be. You know, you're starting out your new business, you got trust in the people you have around you, because sometimes that's all you really got, you know. Like, you're counting on other people to be as invested as you.
It was kind of funny because the energy probably did work together, you know, but like I'm just flustered because I want to see more ultimate results. I have a different vision of buying, you know, and like it's almost to the point where like, why the fuck would he want to step down from what he's doing to try to run this shit, you know, when he's already doing it, you know. And not only that, he was already pre-warning me that, you know, like, hey bro, I probably don't want to do this, you know. But I'm like, fuck it, bro, we'll make it work, you know. And like, so that's you know, that came to an end. And I had another homie in there, you know, that was working with me, and like I talked to him, you know, and I told him something, and when I told it to him, I had told Graham, the original guy I had started with, I told him like, hey bro, this is what I told this guy. And he's like, damn bro, that sounded really bad, like awful, you know. And I'm trying to remember what it is, you know. Oh, I think it was along the lines like, oh bro, like he wanted the job and shit. I'm like, bro, you should, you know, because I know this is not paying enough or whatever. Yeah. And so I can replace you, you know. And when I said I could replace you, bro,
felt like you meant like it wasn't worth it.
It even got worse. I ended up selling an item that was his, that he was supposed to come back and grab, but we had sold it, so
and we had grimy at that point.
Yeah, bro. Basically, bro, I looked like really fucked up. I think I even hit him up. I'm like, hey, bro, so like, cause we were trying to figure that shit out, like the whole like, because I had sold it and he was trying to give me shit or something. And then I had even asked him for an extra item that he already took to the shop. So like, the whole look was just bad on me. Yeah, so, you know, like if he's watching or whatever, I apologize for that shit, you know, because I really like, bro, this like, I don't know. That fool's working at another shop right now, and like, I just know he's gonna do amazing, you know, because he's a fucking excellent worker. But it is what it is, you know. Like, I guess you continue and you still try to find like what's right.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes things aren't even up to us though. Like sometimes like unfortunate events happen and they look bad on both parts, and it's like sometimes you just gotta like, not much you can really do. You know?
One of my boys, Javi, working there. I had another fool, V Money, working there, and you know, we were trying to work shit out, you know. So like that was like the beginning of that journey, and that era kind of came to an end because I wanted like now people who actually knew about the product, how to bid on the product, how to check the product, like, you know. And that's when I started picking up people. So I picked up Tony, I picked up this is like way after. I had picked up Tony, I had picked up Bree, I picked up Fernie, I had picked up Eddie. And again, you know, like, same shit, bro. It's like when you're trying to build a business and you have a fucking like you have a vision and you want to be nice, you know, there's like, it's kind of hard, like really is just like fucking terribly hard trying to find like
people with the same vision.
Same vision, bro, but even like how to maneuver around someone to not hurt them, to try to keep them motivated, to how to try to get them to listen,
like
you know.
Right there, hurting people. Like I feel like everyone comes from so different backgrounds that little things are sensitive to different people. You know.
Yeah, bro.
Like one little thing to you that don't mean shit to you, like, oh, that don't mean nothing to that other guy is probably like, what the fuck, you know. And they go home thinking about that shit, and then it just spirals on from there. So I feel like from you being as the team leader, as the head, it's probably a lot more like complicated than it seems. You know.
It's
you have to deal with so many different team players.
Yeah, exactly that, bro. I have to deal with like different personalities, you know. I can hit you up at 6 a.m. You're late a minute. I say like, what the fuck? Why you fucking late, bitch? Yeah. You know, and then like, and it's like, fuck, bro, my bad, you know. But it's like, you know, I think you even called me out like a month or two ago. He's like, because I was talking to you about like, hey, bro, people are being late and shit.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, you know, it should be the same all across the board, which it should be, you know, but like, it's kind of hard to tell someone, actually, it's kind of hard to tell someone when I know, like, I have a feeling that they're like on their way out and like shit that, you know, because it's just like, why would I want to cause any more commotion? Yeah, you know. And like I was saying, it's hard to keep a balance and shit with people because you have to talk to everyone differently. You have to act like differently with, you know, with different customers or whatever. And then there was a point where I fucking exploded on a group of 3 guys, which was Chris, one of the guys, and then 2 other guys that were working for me. And I had gone off because I hadn't found out about a fake item they had got. I found out about myself. And then like 2 weeks later, I had found out that they had not only bought 1 fake item, they had bought like fucking 2 or 3 fake items. So like I really got fucking pissed off, you know, because I found out, you know, and maybe I could have been wrong. Maybe they could have said something, you know, that they probably thought they told me or whatever. But like, it's not something you want to tell somebody. So like,
exactly.
I understand, you know.
And see that's the thing. As a team player, you know, you're the one like kind of having to keep attention with everyone. But as a person working for you, I think we see it the same way. Like, fuck, like, we make a mistake. Like, if we tell you, you're gonna blow up on us, or like, you know, shit like that. Like, I think it's just as hard.
Yeah, it really is.
As an employee. You know?
No, it really is. I think it really is because it's hard because I haven't been on that side, you know. And for the most part, I think I try to keep an image where like, yo, like guys, like fucking chill, let's work, you know, let's work hard and like we'll get there, you know. But sometimes I let my bad side out, you know, which
you have to.
Yeah, you know, I guess I have to, or like it's not fair to, but it's just like you can only take so much, you know, and like before you really fucking, I guess, you know, like explode. I don't know, bro. I'm not bringing shit up like regularly. I only bring it up if like it's like really bad, you know.
Yeah.
And they made it seem like it was like whatever, you know. But like, how the fuck you gonna take a $800,000 loss and be like, oh, bro, like, you know, it's like what are you stressing? Like, you know, like the chills on my hair almost make me go up, you know, right now.
Obviously, it's like counterintuitive for you because, you know, you're mad at the fact that they bought it, but at the same time, those are your employees, and you're like, fuck, like, they fucked up.
Yeah,
so how do you balance that? Like, how are you gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be cool with them, but how am I gonna like tell them like what's good?
Well, I was trying to bring it up, you know, and it's like I was trying to bring it up, and when I was like, they were like, you know, someone was like, you know, like, yo, bro, chill the fuck out, you know, basically, and I was like me chill the fuck out. I just lost a rack, bro. I got a fucking kid. I got a wife. I got to feed a family. I got rent. I got bills to pay. And you want me to chill? Like,
and pay them.
Hell no. It's like you guys need to be at a point where you should be like listening and trying to get information because I'm trying to tell you like, yo, we shouldn't be taking items that you don't know if they're real or not, you know? And yeah, you know, so like, so that happened, bro. And then from that group, like, I felt it was right to like, you know, just to like get the group even smaller at that point, you know. You guys were working at the SB store and then one person kept getting really frustrated at me, like, hey bro, why aren't you communicating with us? Why don't you like really care about the store? Like, you know, I kept getting pressed and it sucked because like, you know, you don't really understand what's going on in my life right now to feel this type of way. Like, if you're getting paid every day, or if you're not getting harassed at work, or if it's really not that bad at work, I feel like, why are you making something a big deal? Like, that shouldn't be, because I'm literally like trying to fucking get shit cracking.
Yeah, you only got two legs and two arms, bro.
Yeah, bro, one mind, and only fucking 14-15 hours a day to work. So,
and it's not regular work. Like, this is not just physical work for you. This is mental. Like,
yeah, bro.
You work all day, and then after that, you're still working because you got to think about what you're going to introduce for the future.
Or what's tomorrow, what's going to happen tomorrow, or who would I have to meet tomorrow, or who, like, shit, I got to, I got to make sure I give my wife some attention, my kids some attention in the morning, to, like, let them know that I'm still really loving them, and, that I'm not, like, so out of focus where, like, they're, like, last on my, my agenda.
How many times have you seen your daughter? I don't even think people see that. Like.
Yeah, so I live with my daughter, I live with my wife and shit. And, a night I probably see my daughter, 30, 45 minutes to an hour, usually if I'm lucky. Yeah, she catches me more on FaceTime. But even then when she hits me up on FaceTime, like, oh, hi, baby, how are you? I miss you, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, baby, I got to go, I got a customer, or I'm going to I have to do this interview, or like, I'm fucking constantly moving, so that shit fucking sucks, because it's a life that not a lot of people can live.
I don't know.
Because they think it's like,
they think it's glamorous.
They think it's easier. Yeah, there's nothing glamorous.
I feel like it's the exact opposite. I feel like you're underpaid. You're putting in, at least at the moment, because you're putting so much out, and at the moment you're not receiving everything that you're,
I'm not receiving shit, bro.
Exactly.
I literally fucking got a paycheck. I got a paycheck, because I pay myself.
I seen it. I was like, damn. You made $200 more than me.
Bro, because I got a check and I pay myself that amount because I just feel like this store has to grow. If I'm not growing into the store, I'm growing on marketing, or I'm growing on fucking equipment, or fucking, introducing new aspects to my business set. So yeah, man, anyways, back to the story. So
yeah.
So we was talking basically like the bad shit, and yeah, I fucking, so people were getting on my head about the store, whatever, and I don't know, man, it's just like, it's not being easy a boss, because in this type of industry, because you're supposed to kind of come up with your boys, or you're supposed to kind of help people out as you go, but it comes to a point where your circle gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
I think it was, I gotta pull up the day, bro, because that shit's like crazy to me.
When I first showed up, you had like at least 9 people.
Yeah, bro, I had a bunch, bro.
And that was the most I've ever seen. I was like, man, this place is crazy. It's a lot of people. Their schedules are wild.
Yeah, bro. I mean, the schedules are long as fuck, before, it's easier to operate by yourself. It's easier to sell online,
You had people complaining to you. You weren't getting paid. You were letting them run it. Like, how'd you even, like, keep up with that?
So, that was
I would've been pissed.
So, I'm gonna talk a little bit about, let's see.
It's a good time to check this.
Oh my god, that shit was on my birthday. That's tight as fuck. That shit happened, yeah. It's so good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah? Alright, cool.
I swapped batteries, but if you see that red light turn off, you know it died.
Oh, okay.
I have more batteries fully charged.
So, fuck, man. We were just talking, and like, I think it was it's pretty cool. It's cool because it was a crazy ass experience, but like, so my birthday, it was like literally like probably my best friend, one of my best friends, I fucking went off on him. I like went crazy, and because he didn't have the same work ethic, and because he didn't want to produce as much as me, or whatever it is, so like, that's when I went crazy, and I realized a lot. I realized that like, not everyone is like me. Not everyone can produce like me. Not everyone's gonna be able to or keep up with what I wanna keep up with. Not everyone has a kid. Not everyone is fucking wants to own a business, like everyone has fucking different things, so like, that's when I realized I had to fucking switch up and just make my group smaller. I cut I feel like more than half the hours,
60%.
3 people quit, and within like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
you know, I started working hella hours because I needed to make something at the end of the month because, you know, I have a family to run. And that month was fucking best month I had in my life, you know? That's like all my hard work paid off. Everything was great, but it didn't feel great because I had lost like, you know, I guess a part of me that I've been wanting to like come up with for my whole life, because this person, you know, it just like has style, has fucking like the right attitude. People really fuck with him, you know, and like
Humble dude too.
yeah, super humble, you know, and like, you know, it's just like it's ass, you know. And even to this day, I try to hit him up and try to work with him, you know, but it's just like not the same because, you know, it's just not the same, you know. Like, how the fuck how am I gonna come at him like that and expect the same relationship, you know? It's gonna take probably maybe my whole life to heal, whatever it is, you know. But
yeah,
but
there's certainly
you know,
an experience for you though. I
yeah.
think, like, you know, even though like it sucks to lose people in life and everything, sometimes it's mandatory to learn from that. You know, even though sometimes you question like, why can't they just get over it and we can't, you know, just get back to what we're doing. I think that's the way we are, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can tell someone like fuck you or get it the same way, and I'll be like cool about it the next day, like, or the same night, let's go get a brew or something. But some people aren't like that, you know. Some people really do get hurt.
Yeah.
Like really hurt.
Yeah, like for real, you know.
I never understood it, but it exists.
And so, you know, it's funny you say you never understood it because I think you had an image of me, or you saw me and you're like, yeah, this was a hard worker, yeah, this was a fucking like, but everyone thinks that I'm cheap, or like everyone thinks that like, bro, like you're being greedy, you know. But as soon as I fucking break it down to people where every single dollar goes, what actually comes out of selling a $100 shoe, what's the result of that shit, bro? People be like, bro, for real? And it's like, yeah, bro, it's not that easy, bro. We're working for something way harder than what you think, and we're working for, you know, we're working for a fucking brand. We're trying to make this shit like big as fuck, so, you know, it's self-sufficient.
And it's not even, see, that's the thing. People think that when we're trying to blow up, it's just like for us. Nah, like we're trying to, like, even the community itself, like, what are we trying to do? You know, try to invest ourselves in the community and just grow up as like a big thing. Because we want people to get it for themselves too.
Yeah,
I think that's what separates us from a lot of people, though.
I mean,
just think about ourselves, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to like, you know, I'm trying to focus on people that are like, you know, that are not there yet, but are trying to get it, but are working hard as fuck to try to get it. You know, not just like, hey, bro, I'm a music producer, I got 1,000 followers. No offense to that, you know, keep working hard, but still, you know, like, it's very hard for me to work on something like that because I know that the experience isn't there, you know. Now someone who has 10,000 followers, you see that they have some consistency, they have some fans, they have a follow. That's because of ethic, you know, and hard work, and because you have a style or creation. So, you know, it's a little easier for me to support people like that because I want foods to make it. I want everyone to make it. Exactly. There's enough for everyone out here, you know, but everybody can eat, you know. So yeah, man, that's how I spent my 3rd birthday, bro, losing one of like my best friends, you know.
And you were fucked up for about a week.
Yeah, bro.
I remember seeing you every day and I was like, what is wrong with you?
I was mad as fuck for a week, bro. Like my parents like, what's wrong with you? It's like, you guys, you know, like honestly, like you guys is what's wrong with me, you know, like you guys could have made this a lot simpler, and like now I'm on fucking work mode, and it's literally almost like hard or like impossible to try to like catch up to what I'm trying to do, or like the energy I'm trying to put out, you know. I get a split second and I'm trying to fucking film somebody or hit somebody up, you know, to let's work. And so like, you know, if you guys really want to do this shit, man, just be ready, you know, like be ready to know you're working long hours. And this is Sunday. This is Sunday today. We're out here at a fucking park. I got a family at home. He has his family waiting on him too. We're trying to do shit, you know, but like we sacrifice now. We say this now, you know, we sacrifice now. In 5-10 years when everyone knows my name, it'll be easier to move.
That's right.
So, you know, like I just would like to get everyone fucking on this tip, you know, that a lot of people are vulnerable, including business owners like myself, you know. There's lawsuits always pending. Never for me yet, fortunately, you know, but like, you know, everyone's always trying to make a buck, you know, even as down to like, you know, people be questioning like, hey bro, can I shoot or can I work in the back? Yeah bro, come through. Who you ringing? Blah blah blah. Nah, I'm sorry bro, you can't. And it's, you know, people trip out on me, you know, and it's like, oh, it's whatever bro. This was telling me like, oh bro, can I bring this girl back here? I'm like, nah bro, is there a camera back there? Nah. Yeah, that's exactly why, bro. I hear her scream, what can I do?
That's facts.
You know, so these friends gotta go. It's not for friends anymore, you know. It's like for entrepreneurs who really want to try to do something for themselves, you know, and like
just to prevent any issues.
Yeah, bro, prevent, you know. Even I think Young Thug just recently said he don't like to have girls in his videos, bro, because they're fucking scandalous, you know. Like, not all of them, you know, but like it's a scandalous industry, and it's like you have an open invitation to anyone, you know, really trying to scheme. So, you know, just be careful with who you work with, and you know, it's not always great, bro. It really isn't always great, you know. I've invested a lot. I tried different businesses, you know. You know, I'm fucking literally like 13, 14 years deep into selling clothing, flipping stuff, bro. Even like, bro, honestly, probably like a good 20 years, honestly. So it's kind of crazy, you know. I've been hustling since like for the last 20 years, bro. And people think it's easy, you know. They just started hustling and they want to be like where someone's at, you know. But it's like, yo, bro, take your time, man. Really learn this game because this shit can eat you up.
Damn right it can. So we talked about money, we talked about emotions, we talked about pretty much everything except for like your mental state. Like how did you cope with it? Like, were you depressed? Did you feel like just angry all the time? Because I mean, anything you go through the day, you know, when you go home, you take that home too. So how were you able to like kind of put that aside?
It was actually kind of a fucked up time for me too, you know, at home, you know. It was kind of hard because at that point, you know, I think I was going through a rough patch with my girl, you know, like a really rough patch, you know. So like that day I couldn't go home.
Yeah, like
I couldn't, you know. I was in a fight with my girl, you know. It was a rough ass patch, you know, to the point where like, you know, just sitting in my car, just fucking drinking, can't go nowhere, you know. You know, my boy, hot dog, whatever, so fucking didn't show up. So it's like, fuck, bro, everything's like around me is like falling apart, you know. And fuck, man, I gotta say, like, thank God, you know, like, thank God, like, that shit really, like, it puts me out to bring out a bigger fucking flame.
Yeah, that's facts.
It puts me out to bring out a different fucking flame because I'm human. I have emotions, you know. I go through shit, you know. So you know, I think that's like after I'm done being angry or mentally fucking frustrated or whatever it is, I open up to a whole fucking new mindset, you know, and
New page, man.
I produce something better, you know.
I've never seen you so focused. You're like, it's almost like you're geared right now, you know. You want to produce as much as possible. You're not playing games. Like, even if you're not making money right now where we're at, like, you know, we're at a park right now, we're not on the clock, you know.
Yeah.
You're still more invested now than you were.
Yeah.
I think that's dope, you know. You're kind of leading the team by example. I'm only like following, you know.
Basically, so he's basically like, you know, he's basically like a student I want to bring along with me to show him like, yo, bro, like, I understand where you're coming from, bro, and I see like huge similarities between us, you know. So
it's like a whole new level, bro. Whole new level. I came back, everything was just, you know, re-geared, man. Like, before it was like building something, but now you were literally like, let's build this team. That kind of went out the window. So it was more of like, all right, let's build this image of what we can, you know. And then from there, I mean, fucking look at us now, you know. We're recording every day, editing every single day, thinking a new product every day, talking to new people every day. When have we ever talked to this many people?
Nah, never, bro.
Like,
Never. This is new to me too. I never would leave the store, you know. I never left the store.
I mean, even with the interviews, how much has your personality grown to be able to keep a conversation going? You were never like that.
Honestly, I wasn't like that, bro. I'm the type of dude to go to a party, go anywhere, and just fucking kick it on the corner. And now I had to be front row and center, you know, if I really want to make an impact in this life that we're living. Concentrate, you know, we're new to this media team. It's a 2-man team, you know, so we can't do everything. We can be, you know, we're trying to do a podcast, we're trying to do interviews, we're trying to do vlogs, we're trying to do fucking, bro, as like events, like, and you know, when we're trying to do all that shit, you know how many things we got done? 0.
Yeah.
It was crazy. We got 0. Yeah, it's like, bro, how can we, like, why? And so we sat down and, you know, I sat back and I kicked back and I was like, yo, Santi, let's have a beer, bro. Let's go out to eat and let's see what happens. We sat down and we like, all right, bro, our audience is this, bro. We can produce this, you know, like our audience wants to probably see this, wants to like learn about this, wants to hear about this food, wants to see this girl.
Yeah.
And you know,
more of a focus.
Yeah, more of a focus. Yeah, exactly, bro. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, you know, like don't shoot for everybody because that's shooting for no one. Shoot for fucking a group of people and then it expands from there. Once you have your core group, then that core group talks about you and then it expands, you know. So just fucking like take that information, guys, because you know, just giving y'all some life, right, some life, bro. Yeah. So yeah, bro. I mean, what else?
Yeah, I think that's good, man. I think that's good right there.
Yeah. You had questions, though?
Yeah.
You said you had crazy ass questions.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of did, but you kind of answered it pretty damn good, to be honest. I asked you like, what about like your mental health? Because no one ever really sees or hears about that, you know. I think sometimes we like to play and be like, yeah, bro, like nothing fucking matters. Like whatever, I go home and just have a beer and chill. Even though as well as that may be, like, you're still a human and you have a brain and your thoughts will always, you know,
yeah.
drift. Like, sometimes you don't want to fucking, you know, sometimes you have a beer the night before and you don't want to get up the next day. You're like, just stay in bed, bro. Like,
it's easier.
Exactly.
It's just easier, you know.
And it's not even that, it's just easier. It's just sometimes you just don't want to go out there and deal with the same shit you just dealt with, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Sometimes you put in 40 hours and you only use an hour of what we shoot. And it's just like, God, it's stressful, you know?
So we shoot 20 minutes and it becomes fucking 2 days.
Yeah, literally.
Of fucking working to show 1 or 2 minutes of shit, you know?
Yeah, that's
so,
for sure.
Yeah, it is. I'm already on his head. Like, we have to put on other platforms, you know? We have to keep this going. And it's like, bro, we haven't even put it on one platform. How are we going to put it on several? So, you know, it's just fucking...
I think we're getting it down.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to, you know? Yeah. Just take one day at a time, bro. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. So now we're fucking 4 months in. The last 2 months we've been killing it. We're improving for sure, you know. We're buying equipment. We have in the last 2 months, I've probably spent like a good 5-6 G's worth of equipment, you know. And we're not stopping. We still need more, and you know, we have to deliver. There's people that's waiting for our shit to pop off. So you know, just keep in tune. You know, that's it.
And if you guys have any questions or you just need someone to talk to in general, feel free to always DM us. You know, we're always there, always listening.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm actually trying to be like where we choose a day where we could just fucking, you know, people ask us questions and we can just go live with them and just fucking try to get, you know, knock shit out real quick. Like kind of how radios do, you know, they'll have a 1-2 minute thing. Like, all right, let's go guys, let's go, you know, so fucking we can cover a lot of questions. And if you're shy, you know, like,
just shoot us a message.
If you're shy, you know, like, leave your turtle shell because you can't be shy.
That's facts.
You know, so that's what it is, guy. It's your boy Phil.
Boy Santi. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Mad love. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.